How do you get an entire army across a river quickly, safely, and without turning them into sitting ducks for enemy fire? As one of warfare's oldest and most vexing problems, military engineers have been tearing their hair out over this dilemma for centuries. The M3 Amphibious Rig is one of a number of vehicles designed to solve this problem, and arguably represents one of the most viable solutions to date. Designed by the German firm EWK, now part of General Dynamics European Land Systems, the M3's development began in 1982. After a decade of testing and refinement, the final prototype rolled off the line in 1992, because, you know, good things take time. The M3 entered service with the German and British armies in 1996, and since then it's been adopted by several NATO and Allied nations, proving that good ideas do indeed travel well. On land, the M3 functions much like a standard 4x4 vehicle, albeit with a few added tricks up its sleeve. It can reach a maximum road speed of 50 miles per hour and has a range of 470 miles, which is respectable for a vehicle that also doubles as a makeshift ferry. But the M3's real party trick happens when it reaches a river or lake. Instead of stopping in its tracks like most vehicles, it drives directly into the water and deploys a heavy-duty rail system that measures up to 42 feet long. Think of it as a mechanical bridge building kit on wheels. Multiple M3 rigs can be joined together using connectors called ramps, 4 of which are carried on each vehicle to form a bridge across a water obstacle. In fact, 8 M3s can bridge a water gap of up to 328 feet, creating a road strong enough to support tanks, armoured vehicles and other heavy equipment. If fewer vehicles are available, or if the gap is too wide, multiple M3s can be joined to create a ferry capable of transporting similar loads across much wider water obstacles. With their 2 fully traversable pump jets, these rigs can cruise through the water at speeds of up to 7.5 knots, which, while not breaking any speed records, is impressive when you're hauling a tank. The M3 is a versatile beast, capable of carrying loads of up to MLC 85T and 132W. MLC stands for Military Load Classification, which is a system of standards used by NATO and the United States Department of Defense to classify the safe amount of load a surface can withstand. Vehicles are classified by their weight in short tons, type, wheeled or tracked, and their effect on routes. If you're interested, we can get into the details in a separate video, and so let me know in the comments. For now, we'll leave it there. In short, the M3 can transport even the heaviest main battle tanks, including the Leopard 2, M1A2 Abrams and Challenger 2. This makes it a vital asset in any modern military operation, where crossing a river quickly and efficiently can be the difference between victory and defeat. The M3's adaptability, reliability and sheer brute strength make it a standout piece of engineering. In fact, during a Polish-led exercise in 2016, a record was set using 34 rigs to bridge a distance of 1,378 feet. Impressive stuff. But it's not the only player in town. Enter the Improved Ribbon Bridge, or IRB. This ingenious bit of kit is fully interoperable with the M3 amphibious ferry system, and replaced the US Army's older standard ribbon bridge. The IRB offers greater flexibility, particularly since it's compatible with European nations' floating bridge systems, enabling NATO allies to literally build bridges together in times of need. This level of interoperability is crucial in modern warfare, where multinational operations are increasingly the norm. The IRB is typically carried, launched and recovered on a common bridge transporter vehicle. Made from lightweight aluminium, it boasts a modular, foldable design that can be used both as a floating bridge and a multi-bay ferry. The sections of the bridge are usually managed by bridge erection boats, and yes, that's the real name, but more on those in a moment. The IRB was designed with one goal in mind: to provide ground forces with the capability to transport heavy military equipment over rivers and wet gap obstacles, the sort of thing that has stopped armies dead in their tracks for millennia. The bridge is rated for MLC 80 for tracked armoured vehicles and up to MLC 96 for wheeled vehicles, meaning that even the mighty M1 Abrams tank can roll across without breaking a sweat. Now, about those bridge erection boats. Engineers do have a sense of humour, it seems. These little workhorses are a marvel of efficiency. The US military employs the American development Mark II bridge erection boat, but this is being phased out and replaced by the newer Burden M30, which features a number of significant improvements. The M30 model is specifically designed to support the rapid deployment and retrieval of floating bridge sections. These boats are compact, at 23 by 10 feet, making them easy to transport, and their square, stocky design allows them to fit snugly on the back of a truck, while still providing excellent buoyancy in the water. The M30 is powered by twin Cummins multi-fuel engines, each rated to 248 horsepower, driving hydrojets which pump more water at lower revolutions than conventional water jets, allowing the M30 to reach speeds of up to 26 knots. This performance not only enables higher speeds in the water, but also provides a higher bollard pull, essential when manoeuvring heavy bridge sections in fast-flowing rivers, ensuring that even the most ambitious bridge-building efforts can proceed without a hitch. But what truly sets the ribbon bridge system apart is its transportability. The ribbon sections fold into compact rectangular units, allowing them to be moved quickly and easily by truck or helicopter. Combined with the M30 boats, these designs enable well-coordinated troops to establish crossing points over bodies of water in a matter of minutes. In fact, a 328-foot bridge consisting of 13 interior and 2 ramp bays can be built in approximately 30 minutes, quick enough to maintain the momentum of an advancing force. This is crucial because, as history has repeatedly shown, delays at river crossings can be catastrophic. During the D-Day landings, for example, the Allies struggled with bridging equipment that couldn't keep up with the pace of the advance, leading to significant delays. The IRB ensures that such challenges are avoided. However, not all obstacles are aquatic, and it's common for troops to encounter ravines, ditches, anti-tank trenches and other natural and man-made impediments that could stop their advance and leave them vulnerable to enemy fire. For these situations, US Army engineers devised the M1074 Joint Assault Bridge System, or JAB for short. Manufactured by Leonardo DRS, the JAB is based on the hull of the M1A1 version of the Abrams main battle tank and uses the suspension from the A2, combining the best of both worlds, essentially trading its main gun for a deployable bridge. The JAB's bridging controls are refreshingly straightforward, a basic push-button system linked to a computer that assembles and deploys the bridge. Classified as a heavy assault scissor bridge, it extends vertically to span a gap of 60 feet in about 3 minutes. Just enough time for a quick breather, but not long enough for the enemy to exploit the pause. Rated for up to MLC 115, the bridge is tough enough to handle even the heaviest vehicles in the NATO and US arsenal. Once the bridge is deployed, the assault force and their vehicles can cross over, with the JAB then retrieving the bridge and moving on to the next obstacle. Thanks to its Abrams heritage, the JAB boasts excellent mobility, allowing it to operate in diverse terrains and conditions. With an operational range of 260 miles and a top speed of 45 miles per hour, it's as versatile as it is essential. That said, the vehicle itself is completely unarmed. However, crew members typically carry assault rifles, pistols, flares and smoke grenades. After all, its job is to enable the advance, not lead the charge. Regardless of the situation and the equipment being deployed, when it comes to erecting a combat bridge, speed is key. An entire battalion left sitting in the open in a hot zone is an invitation for disaster. In a combat situation, soldiers on the other side of the crossing typically employ smoke screens to conceal the bridge's construction and provide cover for advancing troops and equipment. Meanwhile, an infantry division sustainment brigade is tasked with managing the bridges, ensuring the smooth flow of logistics into the area of operations, and supporting other services with essentials like fuel, ammunition, medical supplies and spare parts. They keep the show on the road, literally. Without these remarkable vehicles and the skill of the engineers who operate them, land operations would grind to a halt at the first major obstacle. In a combat situation, lost time can be the difference between victory and defeat, and so this is what it takes to keep the momentum and the mission moving forward. Because in war, just as in life, time is everything.